Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap.
Welcome to the Browns preseason kickoff, where Cleveland showed plenty of fight in a thrilling 30-30 tie against the Cardinals. A hard-fought battle to open up the season with plenty of new faces making their mark. Tonight's Cleveland studio timeout is brought to you by the Game magazine. Week 25. Clee is inside the latest power picture, with the award race getting louder, and every page feels like a locker room bulletin board. Angela Stone here with your Browns draft watch. Cleveland's rookie board opens at AB, and Stephen Long, the punter, is the headline name at 78 overall. Alfonso Chapman is right there behind him at 78. Matthew Turner keeps this class from feeling like a one-man story. This is where Cleveland starts building the next wave before camp gets here. Angela Stone here with your Browns free agency watch. Cleveland's latest roster headline is Rudy Sims, the cornerback, who CB Rudy Sims released by Browns, net savings. Quinshon Judkins is another Browns move to watch after the front office HB Quinshon Judkins released by Browns. Net savings, minus $28.37 and Gordon Weaver adds one more layer to an offseason that is still shifting. The board is active, the depth chart is shifting, and Cleveland is not standing still. Terrence Dillon led the Browns with an impressive 361 yards and 3 touchdowns through the air, showing why he's a key figure to watch this season. On the receiving end, Antoine Arrington exploded for 131 yards and 2 touchdowns, keeping defenses on their toes. Defensively, Jarvis Terry was a force with 2 sacks, disrupting the Cardinals' rhythm. Despite a back-and-forth game, the Browns battled to a hard-fought 30-all tie, setting an exciting tone for the year ahead. What are your thoughts on the team's performance today against the Cardinals?
Hey Angie, I think we showed a lot of promise. We executed well on offense and built some good chemistry.
How do you feel about your connection with Antoine Arrington this preseason?
Yeah, Angie, Antoine and I are really starting to click. Those touchdowns were great for our confidence moving forward.
Terrence Dillon drops 361 yards and 3 touchdowns, Antoine Arrington is unstoppable with 131 and 2 scores, and somehow the Browns still walk out with a sloppy 30-30 tie that screams missed opportunity, not progress.
Jenny, this wasn't sloppy, it was resilience. Dillon attacking downfield, Arrington winning every big moment, and a defense led by Jarvis Terry's 2 sacks keeping them in a shootout that easily could have been a loss.
Resilience doesn't excuse failing to separate when your quarterback is carving them up and your star wideout is torching their secondary. This is yet another game where Cleveland couldn't finish the job when it was right there.
You keep calling every close result a flaw, but grinding out a tie behind explosive offense and timely pressure is exactly how Cleveland keeps stacking belief for when those same drives start ending in wins instead of stalemates. Wow, a nail-biter out there with the Browns and Cardinals ending in a 30-30 tie. What's your takeaway, Coach?
It's a mixed bag. Angela, Terrence Dillon really turned it up, showing poise in the pocket, while Antoine Arrington had some flashy moments but needs to step up consistently.
No one in the doghouse this week?
Nope, but it's worth noting we released Rudy Sims. Gotta keep the roster fresh for the playoff push.
The Browns are managing a minor setback with Darnell Henry expected to miss a week due to injury. Meanwhile, the roster saw some early moves with the release of Rudy Sims and Quinshon Judkins, and the addition of cornerback Garrett Williams. Positive news comes as Cliff Kershaw and Harold Fannin Jr. are back off the injury report, ready to contribute. Coming up on the Ian Rapoport Report, contract smoke, injury timelines, the next opponent pressure points. Keep the alerts on, because the quiet note is usually the loudest one by kickoff. Look out for Dillon's pinpoint passing and Arrington's explosive catches lighting up the preseason. Jarvis Terry's relentless pass rush brought the heat with 2 sacks, shaking up the Cardinals' offense. These highlights show the Browns' blend of offensive firepower and defensive grit ready to take on the regular season. As we look ahead, the Browns will lean on Terrence Dillon's continued strong play to lead the offense. Keeping an eye on Darnell Henry's injury recovery is key to shoring up the defense. And with new additions like Garrett Williams stepping in, Cleveland's depth chart is shaping up with fresh talent ready to make an impact. Next week's all about Dillon's leadership, Henry's return, and the impact of fresh faces like Garrett Williams stepping up. Stay tuned, Browns fans. This title defense season is just getting started. Keep an eye on the roster note too. Rudy Sims was released. See you next week for another big one.